Hello there. How are we today? This is Jayden-Avery Love of Optimum. Damn. This is Jayden-Avery Love of Optimum Humanity. I'm here to give you guys a Manic Monday read, a start of the week, a little pep in your step. I am a child of Elegua, and so I think that I'm going to make this video like a series called Elegua Mondays, and basically, let him give you his voice, like, what's he saying? A lot of times people call Elegua a trickster god, and I remembered that when I first started, hearing him call me, or being drawn towards him, it was like, I was scared because everybody's like, hey, don't fuck with Elegua, like, unless you really about to fuck with Elegua, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I curse in my readings, like, don't say that you're gonna do this and then not do it, because this man will follow up. So, honey, that fear was enough for me to say, I don't know, because the way he came to me was that I was like, yo, there's this dude showing up in my conscience, and I know that I love this man. Like, I know that he's my father, he's my son, he's my brother, he's my uncle, he's my dad, like my daddy, because there is a difference. And bottom line, it's like, with trickster God, and he is a trickster, because, honey, when I do fall into those pits, I mean, the pleasure that's on his face, when I see him and he's smiling, I already know I'm in for it, because I set myself up for it, right? So with the trickster God, maybe this is the reason why I am his daughter, is because it's like I can understand how I got myself into it and be honest with myself, right? So a lot of times with these trickster gods, right, is that we call them this because, we're tricking ourselves, and we see them like, yeah, you're learning, yay, good for you, with like the biggest grin ever. And it's true, like, we're learning, but you have to realize that everything, and if there's something that I do not teach you on my channel, everything that you experience generates from, the call is coming from inside the house. The call is coming from inside, okay? So you generate your own experiences here. Now, I was talking to my roommate's boyfriend yesterday or the day before. My roommate's on the bed sick, like, he's sick. So me and his boyfriend, we're like just talking or whatever, chopping it up. And I asked him, I was like, do you believe in aliens? He's like, no, I don't believe in aliens. And this guy is more scientific. He's more like one of like the scientific mind. Like, listen, if I can't see it, it's not there, honey. Like, I would rather be wasting my energies on this hard ass life that they set up here than to be focused on some bullshit I can't see. And I get that. I have to understand that, honey. I have a lot of friends who are also atheists. So, not saying that he is, but anyway, so, honey, I go down, you know how my quantum mechanic ass, honey, I go down to Google, okay? I go and I search Google, and my good girl Google, she's giving me all my answers, and I show this to him, and I'm about to read this to you, but I show this to him, and we're looking at the pictures, and I'm like, you can see these pictures. You know that these are real. What's the problem? Are there aliens? Y'all know how I feel about that conversation. Do you believe in aliens? And it's like, with the proof that I'm gonna give you, with these stats that you could simply go search on your phone, go hit up dear old Google, now the name is switching. Go hit up dear old Google, and see what she say. Ask Siri, girl. Ask Siri. All right, so let's start out with the stats. Okay, so 200 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy. That's called the Milky Way. We have an average sized star as the sun. Some are smaller, and some stars in our galaxy are smaller. Some stars in our galaxy are bigger. Those biggest stars that we have are 100 times the size of our star. our central star, which we depend on for everything, honey. Have you Googled if we were a centimeter away from our star, the sun, what we like to call the sun? Let's move on. 864,000 miles in just diameter. That is what your sun is. Your sun has a diameter. That means, like, if this is the sun, like, say if this is a ball, then around here, this is the, like, let's say if this is the sun, like, all together, right? So in the center, I don't know if you can see my hand. If this is the sun, this around here, this is the diameter. So around the circle, for those who aren't good at math, because I'm damn sure not either. But yeah, that's the diameter. 864,000 miles in just diameter, and 1.3 million Earths can fit into the sun. Okay, so 1.3 million Earths can fit into the sun. And finally, the sun makes up 99.6% of our solar system. Honey, 99.6%? That gives a whole new meaning to being the 1%, don't it? No! Like, are you serious right now? While some solar systems in our galaxy have 2 stars. Okay, now there are also 100 to 10,000. Wait, 1,000 billion galaxies in our universe. 100 billion to 1,000. Okay, 1,000 billion, or it could have been 10,000 billion. I'm not sure. Either way, that's ridiculous. And it's like, honestly, from your heart of hearts, like, let's stop joking now. Who do you have to think that you are to think that this only worked once, when we have our system that's working for us with a star that is huge and takes up 99% of our solar system? With that type of mathematics, how in the world do you think that doesn't happen again in 100 billion galaxies? With 400 billion stars in just your galaxy. Now, I can't give no wiggling room. So even those who are like, oh, well, you know, galaxies are not actually as big as ours normally, and the nearest galaxy that's like us is the Andromeda Galaxy. Yeah, that's very, very true. The Andromeda Galaxy, very, very true. It is the closest thing that we can find that looks like us. But we have 2 galaxies out of 100 to 10,000 billion galaxies. And these 2 mock each other, and you don't think that there's aliens? I don't understand who you think you are, babe. Like, after feeling so special, it's like, how do you deserve to feel that special when it's like being one blade of grass. It's like being a blade of grass and feeling like, I am the only blade of grass with termites. I am the only blade of grass that has ringworm. I am the only blade of grass that has a worm crawling on it. It's like, come on, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Please, it's about that time. So, I like that. With Elegua Mondays starting up in my head as a new series, I also want to say Elegua Mondays are going to be about, what are Elegua Mondays about? Elegua Mondays on this channel from here forward will now be about, how are you lying to yourself? How are you holding back truth from yourself? That's what this is about. One more thing about the alien thing. They also say, oh, then if there's so many aliens out there, why haven't we seen them? Because if you are thinking that That sounds so crazy. If you are thinking that you are the only blade of grass in a field, in a park, in a field the size of Central Park, honey, every other blade of grass is going to act like they don't know you. Yes, because they don't want to catch that shit that you got going. Honey, you're in a contamination zone. You're in contamination. You've been set aside off from the rest because your beliefs, it's just like it doesn't, energy recognizes energy. So the second that we ever see a alien, you're gonna lose your fucking shit. Nobody wants to deal with that. Honestly, like let's think this through. Honestly, like let's think this through logically. By the end of the conversation with my roommate's boyfriend, he was like, well, I still don't believe in it because I have my own beliefs, and that's fine. But logically, there has to be aliens. Yeah, it does. But you know what? You being the type of person who can honestly say that my ideas are still the same after this conversation, however, I am changed to some degree, that is you letting the truth in. Let the sun shine in, let the sun shine in, the sun. Why was that note? It was never right from the beginning, but I just had to finish it out. And it's like, he's another person because he's going to make slightly different decisions than he did before when he knew for a fact that there were never going to be any aliens changing his world. Hey, nothing's going to change my world, right? But now he knows that there are aliens, honey. We just can't reach them. So yeah, it is good. So anyway, let's move on. My speech is done. Let's get in here. Elegua was like, he wants us to use the Wild Unknown Tarot. He definitely wants something from the Angelarium. And he also told me to use I'm sorry, my boxes are all fucked up, but and I have a carrying case. I just never use them because it's like a case that sits on my desk. It's really cute, but I just don't use it. I got mint in my milk. Minty milk. That's not even cute, but whatever. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get in. Let's go in, honey bunny bunzo bean. Now I really want to pick this up, though. These are normally like my like the title of the storyline. So Elegua, can you give us what is it that we're lying to ourselves about? What is it that we are blatantly leaving ourselves in a darkness for? What is it that we're doing? Because the information that we have, He's gonna start us out with the Magician. And the Eight of Wands. Queen of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. Now, instantly, the Magician. The Magician is where I'm at right now. Instantly, I see the Magician and the Eight of Wands speeding into. What are we lying about? Being a magician, being an alchemist, being a whole person. Oh, having the complete story. And then speed. Thinking that you are fast. Thinking that you are fast-minded. We're thinking that thank you, Elegua. Because we're thinking that because we have, we got these Apple phones and we have this new technology and we have, all these futuristic ways to answer life. And so we feel like we're so fucking smart. We feel like we're so fucking smart. We feel like we are complete. Actually, we feel like a magician, like an alchemist, like we are a complete being. You know, the magician, if I'm not wrong, it stands on the first pathway of the tree of life. No, it stands on top of Keter. It stands as God. We think that we are God. That's what he's saying. We think that we are literally God, like we have God speed. That's what we're saying that we think we are when we're lying to ourselves like this. You think that you're whole, but really all you are is a little piece of the picture. And until you can admit to yourself the truth that you are not as big as you are, honey, that everything, that honey, it just might be that there are beings out there who could give a shit about Mariah Carey, honey. They could give a rat's ass about a goddamn Donald Trump. And it's like, we're afraid to admit that. We're afraid to admit that. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Honey, the Queen of Wands, when she walks into a room, she's getting all the attention. The Queen of Wands, if you know for a fact that the pattern on this snake is poisonous, you are giving this snake attention. If you know that this is poison, and that this snake is a huge ass fucking... If this shit was alive, I would be not in my house right now. I would not be in my house right now. And look at that. Ace of Wands with the snake as well. Ace of Swords with the snake as well. Clarity. Clarity, clarity, clarity. But then... taking attention, bringing attention to clarity. You have got to bring attention to clarity, to those things that, like I just said, all I did yesterday. Now I made a fuss and a whole reading over like a 20-minute conversation. You know I'm dramatic. I added shit to this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is actually the events that happened yesterday, roughly. But I added my own characterisms to the story, and I'm blowing this up now. But clarity, those things that we can see clearly, that we have clarity for, you already have the Ace of Swords on a lot of these issues. The things that you're there we go, thank you Spirit and Elegua. The things that you're lying to yourself, you can totally Google and make it a very, very simple search for the answer you're looking for, and you will be brought back as the Mother of Wands, the one who gets the attention that she deserves right off the bat. As soon as she enters the room, there is no waiting time. You're going to know your answer. You're going to know what are those things. We're asking, what are those things that we're lying to ourselves about? And like was like, if you just search it out, honey, it's right there. It's right fucking there. The clarity. The clarity is right fucking there. So, it's like we want attention. Definitely. I know that. It's like we want attention. So we want to be because we want to be the big bad. Look how these two match together. Look at the colors. What do you want to do? You want to be the big bad. I'm saying do because of the yellow and the orange, sacral and solar plexus. What you want to do, the actions that you want to make, that you want to say that you have accomplished, because you have Apple and because you have technology. Honey, there is nothing new under this sun. Nothing new is under this sun. So what do you think about all those others, those 400 billion suns? Those 400 billion stars out in the galaxy. You think they really stunting you? Huh? You think they stunting you when you get your Grammy? You think that you're like, oh shit, look at that car. Yo, you can really transport yourself from from a really small place to another really small place in like the matter of an hour. It takes you a whole hour. Meanwhile, the sun is getting fucking rays of survival, rays of light to you in 8 minutes. It takes you a whole hour to, I don't know, travel from one state to another. Come on now. It's like you're not thinking these things through. Ooh, did you see how that flew? I know you did, honey. Israfel, angel of song. But honey, I just want to bring out that that this angel looks just like the mother, the Queen of Wands, because there's fire coming from her head. I just want to bring out the reason why I'm saying even her is because her breastplates look extended. So it's like I feel with these. Ooh, what was that? What was that? I don't know what that was. I think it was that. Yep. Wow. Wow. So Duma, I don't even have to look this book up. I don't even have to look this card up. So I'm gonna answer this first because Duma is the angel of dreams. So the things that you say are there are not really there. It's plain old as day. Also, look at both of these cards. You know I like to look at my colors. Look at the gold. Look at the gold of these matching the gold of these. Yeah, it's actions trying to be made here. There's action being made on this table when we have clarity on this table as well. I'm done. We have clarity on this table. We have passion, but the passion is to go fast and get attention. The passion, wow. The passion that we actually are showing here is only for getting garnishing attention. Wow, I only have like 4 more minutes left. I'm going to do a part 2 of this reading. Garnishing attention, and then also just to go fast, just to say that we're fast. This is not actually, you're not actually looking for the clarity that you already have. Duma is the angel of dreams. Yeah, see, I can't even make this up. I almost want you to read the fuck along with me. Israfel. The herald that will call the coming of end of times. Israfel is a presence, a beacon, a warning. Heated judgment is upon us. The horn that blows the final call rests against the flesh of Israfel's lips. Israfel is both melody and the cacophony of existence. Honey, I looked up cacophony. I thought it said caucasity, but that's all I want to. But I looked up cacophony, and it's like those songs that sound like jumbled, like a whole bunch of sounds going at the same time. He is melody, or they are melody and cacophony. So, honey, it's talking about. Let me read this. Under this, blah, blah, blah. Beyond the destruction may be a new beginning. You must consider the implications of your actions seriously. Choose your steps wisely, and as you dance upon the cinder-soft earth, a horn, a setting sun, and a flame. So, honey, you got the wife of flame, the queen of wands here, the queen of flame, and then you got the 8 of wands. So it's about the passion it's about the passions and the things that you have passions, the things you have passions for, and then it's also about the things you have clarity on that you just know that you're the magician about, and it's just letting you know that those things are not really there. They are mirages. You're seeing mirages with Duma. But Israfel, honey, that's like Judgment Day is upon us, honey. And you're still sitting here lying about something that you can clearly get yourself out of. Honey, I need to stop smoking these damn cigarettes. That's what that means. Damn, that's what that fucking means. I can't do a part 2 because I do not have the correct materials for this. But I promise you guys, I will be doing more extensive reads. Because these Mondays, we're about to get out. We're going to find out. We're going to find out what we're really lying about. I love you guys so fucking much. Thank you for watching. This was a great read. In all, if you don't get it, let me just tell you that the thing that you're lying about is sitting right in front of your face. And it has a lot to do with the passions that you say you have. The attention that you wish to garner on those passions. Honey, you're about to garner a lot more of attention than what you need, because this is God's angel coming to set your lies straight. Okay, honey, it's resting on their lips. Look at that angel. Wow. I love you guys so much. This angel does love you too. They are an angel of destruction, but also an angel of sweet, sweet melody. The melody that we could really see as life. You know, it's so beautiful, but there are a lot of harmful things that we can get into. With that, I will see you next Monday for our new profound. Hey, Elegua Monday! Hey, hey, hey! I love you, bye. Love to all.